Sister Wives fans say Robyn's child abuse is as bad as Kody's. Sister Wives fans are saying that Robyn Brown's child abuse is just as bad as Kody Brown's behavior. Yet, what has made them come to that conclusion? Furthermore, do they have proof to back up these claims? Keep reading for more details. Sister Wives fans say Robyn's child abuse is as bad as Kody's. Kody Brown has alienated his children, and he does not want to take accountability for his actions. This was painfully obvious during his fight with Robyn Brown a few episodes back. Kody wanted his children to be held accountable for their behavior if he could move on. His son, Gabe Brown, whom he shares with Janelle Brown, flat out said that cannot happen. In the end, though Kody acted as if he may try to reach out, his main priority was making things right with Robyn. She thanked him for that since he prioritized her as he so often did. He has put Robyn and her 5 children ahead of his OG 3 wives, their children, and their needs. Kody missed vital moments in his kids' lives, including Isabel Brown's scoliosis surgery. He wanted Gabe and Garrison evicted from their mom's home and blamed Maddie Brown Brush for gossiping, thus helping to turn the kids against him. Kody abandoned his children, but fans believe Robyn emotionally abused her eldest 3 kids, so they are both awful. A Reddit thread was started, and the OP wrote this. The dysfunction delusions of Robyn took her children away from their biological father, and his whole family who loved them didn't allow them to assimilate into this family that she fell in love with, and isolated and infantilized them to the point that even the adult kids don't feel safe to leave home, attend a sibling's wedding or funeral. They also pointed out how they were concerned for Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna's mental health having to live with Robyn. However, it was noted how well-adjusted most of the OG kids were given the incredible mothers they had. Robyn only out for herself. Sister Wives fans immediately commented how Robyn Brown is only out for herself. She is a mastermind at manipulation and can keep the kids away from their biological father and adopted family. Robyn has injured everyone, but especially her own kids. They've lost both their biological and adopted families. Terrible. I'd like to say, in my opinion, she's what I call a Velcro parent. Her codependence to the point of being enmeshed, all the children who appear on the show are abused in some way. They are being brought into parental conflicts. I agree. Helicopter parenting is just as abusive as neglectful parenting. It's just on the opposite end of the spectrum. Both Kody and Robyn are not fan favorites when it comes to parenting. Viewers have a lot of concerns for her children and understand why they have such awful anxiety. As to what can be done at this point, that is unclear. Sister Wives has never been short of drama. But as the dynamics between the Brown family continue to evolve, fans are growing increasingly concerned about the treatment of the children. Much of the criticism has historically been directed toward Kody Brown, the patriarch of the polygamous clan, whose authoritarian parenting style and emotional distance from many of his children have long been a point of contention. However, in recent months, fans of the show have been voicing a different concern, one that puts the spotlight on Kody's 4th wife, Robyn, and the way she handles her own children. Some fans are beginning to draw uncomfortable parallels between Robyn's behavior and Kody's, raising questions about whether her treatment of her kids is just as harmful as his, albeit in a different way. To outsiders, Robyn might appear as the most nurturing of Kody's wives. Often described as the favorite wife, Robyn came into the family later than the other wives, bringing 3 children from a previous marriage and later having 2 more with Kody. She has been positioned on the show as a doting, attentive mother, fiercely protective of her kids. But for fans who have followed Sister Wives closely, especially during the last few seasons, there's a growing belief that Robyn's approach to parenting may be problematic. In online forums and social media threads, discussions about her allegedly overbearing nature and emotional manipulation of her children have gained traction, with some viewers comparing her actions to Kody's well-documented failures as a father. One of the most glaring concerns fans have raised is Robyn's tendency to isolate her children from the rest of the family. While it's no secret that the Brown family has fractured over the years, due in large part to Kody's favoritism towards Robyn, fans argue that Robyn hasn't done much to help bridge the gap between her children and their siblings. Instead, she seems to keep them in a bubble away from the complex web of relationships that defines life in a polygamous family. This form of emotional isolation, fans argue, is just as damaging as Kody's more overt neglect of his children with his other wives. Robyn's kids, particularly her 2 youngest, seem to live in a world that revolves entirely around her and Kody. Viewers have pointed out that Robyn frequently speaks for her children, often guiding their responses in conversations about family dynamics. Fans have described her as controlling, noting that she appears to prioritize her own emotional comfort over allowing her kids to develop independent relationships with their siblings or even with their father's other wives. While this behavior might not seem as harsh as Kody's often dismissive attitude toward his children, fans argue that it's a more subtle form of control, one that could have long-term effects on her kids' emotional well-being. Another issue fans have zeroed in on is Robyn's involvement in the family's financial struggles. Over the years, the Brown family has faced significant financial difficulties, and viewers have often questioned Kody's spending habits, particularly his decision to prioritize Robyn's lavish lifestyle and her children over the needs of the other wives and their kids. But while Kody is frequently blamed for this financial imbalance, fans are now calling out Robyn for her complicity in these decisions. Some argue that by allowing Kody to indulge her and her children at the expense of the rest of the family, she is actively contributing to the neglect of the other children. The emotional and material disparity between Robyn's kids and their half-siblings has become a sore point for fans who see it as another form of abuse, one that echoes Kody's favoritism, but with Robyn's tacit approval. Perhaps most troubling to fans is the way Robyn has seemingly allowed Kody to emotionally abandon his other children. While Kody has admitted to having strained relationships with many of his older kids, particularly those from his marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Cristin, viewers argue that Robyn hasn't done enough to encourage him to be a better father to all of his children. Instead, she seems content to keep Kody focused on her own kids, further deepening the rift between him and his other children. This, fans say, is where Robyn's actions most closely mirror Kody's neglect. By enabling Kody's emotional abandonment of his other children, Robyn is seen as complicit in the harm he has caused. On social media platforms like Reddit, fans have not held back in expressing their concerns. Robyn is just as bad as Kody, if not worse, one user wrote. She's sitting back and letting him abandon his other kids while she reaps all the benefits. Another fan chimed in, Robyn's emotional manipulation is just as damaging as Kody's outright neglect. Those kids are growing up in a bubble, and it's all going to come crashing down one day. This isn't the first time Robyn has faced criticism from fans, but the intensity of these recent discussions suggests that more people are beginning to see her as a central figure in the family's dysfunction. The show has long focused on Kody's failings as a husband and father, but as Robyn's influence over him grows, fans are starting to realize that she may be playing a larger role in the Brown family's unraveling than they once thought. In some ways, Robyn's actions reflect the complex, often painful dynamics of polygamy. As the favorite wife, she has access to resources and attention that the other wives and their children do not. But with that privilege comes responsibility, and many fans feel that Robyn has failed to use her position to help heal the fractures within the family. Instead, they argue, she has allowed Kody's favoritism to benefit her and her children at the expense of everyone else. The question now is whether these concerns will ever be addressed on ***, Sister Wives ***. The show has always been a delicate balance of entertainment and real-life family struggles. But as the rift between Kody, Robyn, and the rest of the family grows, fans are hoping for a deeper exploration of these issues.